Pourquoi ça marche plus? Pourquoi ça marche plus? Ah, ça marche, nickel. Du coup, coucou YouTube. Ça marchait pas. Donc désolé pour ce début. Donc présentation de la nouvelle Force India. Qui va commencer dans quelques instants. Donc j'aurais préféré commencer... Ah, ça commence, attendez. J'aurais préféré commencer un peu plus tôt, mais je sais pas, j'ai eu des bugs. C'est la deuxième fois que j'ai des bugs, ça commence à devenir énervant. Déjà par la vidéo analyse de la Renault qui devait sortir hier, ça a bugué, j'ai pu la sortir qu'aujourd'hui. Le live voulait pas se lancer, bon. L'important c'est qu'il soit lancé finalement. Enfin voilà, et la vidéo analyse donc de la Force India devrait arriver un peu plus tard aujourd'hui. Donc... autant chez Renault c'était pas assez fort, autant là... Donc, présenté par Sky Sport.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the launch of the Sahara Force India Formula One Team's 2017 Championship Challenger, the VJM10. We've got a live audience here in the Silverstone wing, and this event is live on Sky Sports.
Que je ferai la traduction, mais là c'est juste la présentation.
Now
du coup,
we'll be hearing from the drivers Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon very shortly. But first, please welcome onto the stage Sahara Force India's team principal and managing director, Vijay Mallya.
D'abord donc Vijay Mallya, hein, le patron de cette écurie.
Great to see you, Vijay. How are you? How are you feeling?
Very excited.
I bet you are. I bet you are. What a season in 2016. My goodness. Martin Brundle said, for the money spent, you guys are the world champions.
That's very flattering and very encouraging as well.
Donc là, il parle d'anecdotes, c'est pas vraiment très intéressant. Si vous avez des choses à dire, dites-le dans le chat, je peux le voir.
Well above our weight.
Du coup.
And to add to that,
donc là, ils sont en train de dire
the world champions for the amount of money spent is a huge compliment. It speaks volumes for the passion, the creativity, the talent of my team and everybody at the factory, drivers of course. And this passion is only going to get more intense, and the passion to improve further is going to be
donc ça c'est un peu le discours qu'on a
relevant in 2017.
À chaque fois, hein,
so where do you go from here? I mean, with a whole raft of changes in 2017, do you dare to dream big? Because of course, one of the top three, one of the big boys, could come under a bit of pressure and maybe mess up with these regulations.
If we did not dream big, we would not have finished fourth in the World Championship last year. I mean, to be in the company of Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari is a huge accomplishment in itself. We will always dream big. We have never ever had conversations, even in private, that we cannot break into the top three. That is certainly going to be our objective. We're going to give it our best shot. And I read an article this morning that Cyril Abiteboul of Renault said that poor teams such as Force India were going to suffer in this arms race.
Oh, la connexion.
Well, good luck to him. He might have to eat his words. It's not the amount of arms you have, it's the quality of your weaponry.
Absolutely. Talking of those weapons, let's talk about the drivers for a moment. Sergio Perez has certainly done a magnificent job for you so far, hasn't he?
Perez.
Checo has been brilliant. He is a true racer.
Il est brillant, c'est
He's
un vrai
fearless.
pilote.
He's
Il
got
est
loads of talent,
courageux, il a
and he
plein de
just
talent.
loves to go racing.
Et il adore faire la
He's
course.
been very successful for us,
Il a
and
été
I
très
heard
important
him
pour
tell
nous.
me when he took a quick look at this car that he's never felt
Et il
so
nous a
excited
dit,
looking at a
quand
car
il a vu la
before.
voiture, qu'il
I think that
n'avait
says it
jamais
all.
été
It
aussi
really
excité
does.
de
What
voir une
about
voiture
Esteban
avant.
Ocon? What can he bring to the team?
Maintenant, Esteban Ocon.
Esteban is a very, very talented youngster.
Esteban est
Uh,
un
when
jeune pilote très talentueux.
Hulkenberg decided to move on,
Quand Hülkenberg
we
a décidé de
obviously
partir,
spent a lot of time
nous avons passé beaucoup de
thinking
temps
through about who
à
we could
choisir
hire as a replacement.
qui le remplacerait.
Esteban has tested with us before,
Esteban avait fait des tests
so we
avec nous
had
précédemment,
some data on him.
donc on avait
We
quelques
then put him
data
in the
sur lui.
simulator.
On l'a mis dans le
He impressed all of
simulateur,
us.
il nous a
And
tous
so we made the
impressionnés
decision.
et c'est pourquoi
He's young, he's
nous avons
talented,
choisi de...
he has limited experience in Formula One, but more importantly,
choisir.
he is willing to learn.
Et
And finally,
c'est
from you,
important,
for
c'est
now,
qu'avec nous,
just
il va
how an
pouvoir apprendre.
exciting an era is 2017 going to be in Formula One?
Bonjour,
You know,
désolé, je
the
ne parle pas allemand.
2017 regulations has meant that
Ni
everybody has to
russe.
start with a clean
Je présume
slate.
que c'est russe.
So I don't think we will know the pecking order or the likely pecking order before the
Mais
test in
bonjour quand même.
Barcelona. But I know that we have to continue to develop this car right through the 2017 season. There's no stopping because we're starting from scratch. All teams will probably be doing the same. And we're ready for it, we've planned for it, and we're very excited.
Great. We
Buenas
share that
tardes.
excitement. And for now, the excitement's all yours, David Croft.
Yeah, the excitement is underneath this blanket. Thank you, VJ. Thank you, Natalie. I think there's a sense of anticipation, not just with everyone here at Silverstone today, but watching us around the world as well. New regulation changes for 2017, and we can't wait to see what the VJ-M10 looks like. But it's not me that's going to
So,
unveil the car. Two
speak,
way more important
I'm
people
gonna
than me
speak
have
French
that honour.
and English
Put your
because
hands together, please, ladies and gentlemen,
many
for a man with
languages in the
113
chat,
race
so I
starts
try
and
to
7
speak
podiums.
two
The one and only Sergio
languages
Perez.
for everybody understand.
And joining Sergio, the new boy, the fastest man in France, is Esteban Ocon.
On voit ici Perez et Esteban Ocon.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And sorry for the quality of the video. I
Smiles
don't
on
know
the faces, boys. This is
why
an
it's
exciting
happened.
time to be a Formula One driver.
This is one of the most exciting things of the year, you know, unveiling your
C'est l'un
car,
des moments les plus
seeing
excitants
it for the first time, and
de l'année,
yeah,
de l'avoir pour
just, a lot of excitement.
Yeah,
première fois,
it'll
c'est
make all
vraiment
those
très
long
excitant.
hours in the gym throughout the winter all worthwhile, I'm sure. Has it been probably the most stressful winter you've ever had?
It's been the most intense one I
C'est
ever had.
l'hiver le plus
A lot
intense
of
que j'ai
hours
jamais eu.
in the gym. 2 months plus 5
C'est
kilos.
2 mois
But you never know, what to expect
à travailler,
with cars like that. They will be so much quicker. So
gym,
you
etc.
need a great physical development to be sure to be able to maintain, the physical at the end of the race.
Your first
Et,
full season, of course, in Formula One, so you
On a dû
obviously
faire
had to
beaucoup
ramp up
d'entraînement
your
pour être
training
prêt à finir
regime.
une course dans de
What
bonnes
about
conditions.
yourself? Have you had to do more than ever before? Have you had to stay off the burritos for a little bit longer?
Yeah, I couldn't have such an easy
Show the
winter.
car. I want
had
to
start
see the
quite
car.
early working on.
It's
on
gonna
my
be
physics.
amazing.
Obviously, going on to a new generation of cars, being the cars so much faster, it's like going from GP2 to Formula One. It's another step. So physically, it's going to be a lot more demanding. The races, the G-forces that we're going to generate with these cars are quite high. So, yeah, I have worked quite a lot in all the aspects, but I'm sure the first day of testing is going to be really exhausted.
I reckon Esteban's had to go and buy a whole lot of new shirts as well because his neck's doubled in size from last year. And you're going to
Especially the neck.
Exactly. Well, what do you do to get fit for a season like this? What is your training regime?
Well, we as a Formula One driver, you have to be quite complete. You have to have the endurance, strength, and for that you work in many different areas, as well as the reaction, because you have to be strong, but also have the.
It's true, Carlos. The nose of the new car is very ugly.
Yeah, we do a lot of neck.
I'm a little bit sad
exercises,
about that,
core,
but
a lot of training, endurance, the cardiovascular is quite important.
it's
Cycling, running, all kind of things.
yeah.
Yeah, I have visions of you lying on the sofa.
But
Esteban, trying to lift the dog
the other
ahead or
part of
something
the
like
car
that. Maybe a bit
very
more.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was a bit more. Now we have specific machines, as Sergio was saying. It's a lot of reaction training. a lot of coordination training. But to put some numbers, for example, on the physical side was 9 hours of gym per week and 10 hours of cardio. So yeah, it's been very tough, but for sure, I think me and Sergio, we did our maximum to be fit this season.
Now, when we last spoke in Abu Dhabi at the end of last season, you were quite bullish.
You don't want that I traduce it? Yes, but I don't. Maybe I doesn't traduce when they speak, but when they finish, I maybe gonna traduce because it's French channel, so I traduce in French. Maybe it doesn't speak when they speak.
None of the teams that I'm in with Formula One. And
yeah, I gonna do
very
that.
Confident. Knowing that the right people have been working in this car.
I just stopped speaking for
we
the
finished
moment.
4th last year. We started the season more or less okay, but at the end of the year we were the 4th fastest team on track, and we had a couple of podiums. So that makes me feel confident, and I trust totally this team, the people that has put so much effort in this car. So I do expect to have a very big year for the team.
Your first full season, your first full rookie year, although you know the team very well. Have you set yourself goals and expectations for the 20 races to come?
Yeah, I want to learn from this team. They have a lot to teach to me. I did only 9 races, so I will have also a lot to learn from Sergio. He's a very experienced driver, a great driver. He did a lot of good things. He did a lot of good things with this team, and I hope I will learn a lot from him in the test. And then my goal is to be straight away in the pace in the first race, and then improve from there on.
Yeah. So you're kind of like the Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi to his Luke Skywalker. Is this how the relationship goes? You're the master, he's the apprentice?
Well, I think he's young, but very talented, very fast. And I'm sure he will be pushing me from race 1 onwards, and that's just in the benefit of the team. I'm looking forward also to learn from him, because having a new teammate, new people working with, is always good. So yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. I hope I can keep him under control, which you never know what will happen. But it's always good to have someone next to you pushing you hard, which worked really well with Nico. But I think he will be quite fast, so not easy to beat.
Well, I hope you both feel the force for this year. I don't think it's time now to carry on with the questions. I think it's time to stop the anticipation and see what the VJM10 actually looks like. Sergio, Esteban, would you take your places, please, and do the honors? It is time to reveal the Sahara Force India Challenger for 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, the VJM10. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, the VJM10, the Challenger for 2017, and doesn't she look amazing? Sergio and Esteban, thank you. If you could take your places for some photographs behind the car. There's a lot of photographers wanting your picture and wanting to share with the rest of the world a car that looks very, very different to previous Force India cars. VJ, why don't you go and stand as well with your 2 drivers. New regulation changes for 2017. And if VJ, you could stand in the middle, that would be absolutely magnificent. All smiles. And please welcome as well the 3rd member of the Sahara Force India driving lineup, the test driver, Alfonso Celis, ladies and gentlemen. The Fonz, if you stand next to Sergio, that would be great. Thank you very much indeed. Just a few more seconds for some photographs. Thank you very much indeed, Alfonso, for joining us. Stick around this afternoon. Sergio, Esteban and VJ, if you'd like to come back to the stage, please.
And Crofty, please also give a very warm welcome to COO Otmar Zafnauer and Technical Director Andrew Green. Well, Vijay, I think the question that everyone wants answering, is it as fast as it is beautiful?
Well, the second test in Barcelona will tell us something. But as I said earlier, we have planned to continually develop this car through the 2017 season. That's an imperative that we are prepared for and have planned for. So the car that shows up in Melbourne, I think, will be quite different to the car that will show up in Barcelona and so on, because of the ongoing development process. From whatever we've seen from the data so far, this is a cracker of a car, and I'm quite confident that it will be very competitive.
Now, Nats, we've not deliberately put the technical director as far away from Vijay as we possibly could, but Andrew Green, pressure's on you. This is your car, your team have designed something new and something fresh. Is there much of a carryover from last year, or have you gone for a completely different design philosophy for this season?
Compared to previous seasons when we tried to carry over maybe 50% of a car, this one is as close to...
Thomas Castillo, it's on the website of Sky Sport.
The philosophy is similar, but we're effectively starting from scratch. It was a new jigsaw that we had to put together. And that took some time. But we think we've got the basis of a car now.
Well, bearing that in mind, that makes your achievements of last year even more impressive, Otmar, because how much attention was on this car when you were still pushing for fourth in the championship?
Well, that was a decision we had to make quite early, recognizing the fact, like Andy says, the car is 95% new instead of 50% new, which meant more design time, more development time for this year's car. And for a team of our size, that comes at the expense of last year's car. So we started quite early. Maybe we're one of the earliest. We can tell everyone now we started in May. So last year in May, we stopped developing the 2016 car. Luckily, we had a good basis, and at the end, we eked all the performance out of the 2016 car that was necessary. But we started early enough on this one such that we hope and feel and wish that we start the 2017 season like we ended the 2016 season.
Development costs, though, Otmar, and to try and quote a famous film, right here is where you start paying. You need more partners. You have more partners. So when Andrew knocks on your door and says, I've got a brilliant new idea, the resources are now there to develop this fully to its potential?
Well, yeah, and you know, that's why it's a team effort. So Andrew and his team have done a great job, but, you know, we also have a marketing team led by Steve Kernow, and, you know, I'd like to point out that on the rear wing, we have a great partner in Johnny Walker, who's been supporting racing in Formula One for a long time. They're the biggest and best whiskey brand in the world. And before we all start drinking the whiskey, I'd also like to point out they have a responsible drinking campaign that I'd like to mention here today called Join the Pact. We're all going to join, and I hope everyone else does too. We have FXTM, our foreign exchange broker that's new this year, and then many of our partners that have been with us for some time, Hype Energy Drinks, Kingfisher Beer. You know, we have some good brands on the car, and they absolutely all help in making the car go faster.
And you guys can all join the pact as well. It's a commitment to never drink and drive by signing our wall here today, so I hope you do so. Guys, taking a look at the car, how different do you think this is going to feel to last year's car?
Well, just by the look of it, it looks really different, and it looks really demanding physically because the amount of downforce that these cars are going to generate, how fast we're going to go through the corners, and how wide the cars. I struggle to think how you will manage Monaco, for example, or even Baku, that are really tight. You know, I think we need to open up a bit more the corners, but it will be a massive challenge. I think we will put all the drivers into a massive stress. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
That's certainly a pressure you can handle, though, isn't it, Esteban?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a proper man car. It's going to be a very fast into the corners, as Sergio said. And yeah, I look forward to see how it's going to perform in Barcelona. I think that's what everyone wants to see.
It's a perfect combination, Andrew, isn't it? We have two excited drivers who can't wait to get to grips with it, and I would imagine a design and an aero team that can't wait to exploit the new areas of potential that are now available to them.
Yeah, exactly. We're all just chomping at the bit, really. We want to see this car run. We want to see what it's capable of, start gathering some data, start optimizing it, start refining it, and start developing it. And yeah, we just can't start soon enough.
Does that mean then, Vijay, that Formula One this season has created a set of regulations and a car that not only the teams can get excited about, but that the fans want as well?
Well, yes. I mean, the basic premise of rewriting the rules for 2017 was to try and make racing more exciting for the fans and the viewers. I hope that is going to be accomplished. Many team principals have expressed their opinions on whether the show will improve or not. With the massive increase in downforce, these cars are going to be much quicker per lap, far more physically demanding on the drivers, as both Checo and Esteban have said. I hope that that leads to more competitive racing, more exciting racing, more overtaking. But of course, the unknown is the tire and what Pirelli is going to produce. But yeah, I mean, a better show is better for all of us.
Okay, so predictions. How many podiums can we expect from you guys this year?
You know, I have always believed in the last 10 years, under promise and over deliver. And I'm going to stick to that philosophy of mine that has been working so far in the last 10 years. We have stepped up year on year, exceeded expectations, punched above our weight, and that's the way it's going to be.
So 6 then?
Well,
Third.
I said, Checo, at the beginning, that as much as people may say that there is this huge barrier to breaking into the top 3, I see no reason why we can't. We will dream big, we will set our sights higher, and we're going to go for it.
And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. Vijay Mallya, Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, Otmar Safnauer, and Andrew Green as well, in the VJ-M10. It's a mighty fine car, and I can't wait to commentate on this and every other car out on the track. This is going to be a brilliant season.
Absolutely. Right, that concludes the presentation here. Thank you all so very much. Oh, Otmar's got something else to add.
I'd like to say a special thanks, which I didn't mention, to all of our Mexican partners that have been with us since Sergio's been with the team. Telmex, Telcel, Quaker State. We've got some Mexican partners, Interprotección, that have helped, not just this year, but in years past, making the move up like Vijay has said. So thanks to them.
Hear, hear. Thank you very much. Yes, that does conclude things for today. Thank you very much for your company. We'll look forward to seeing you all in Barcelona for the first test. Can't wait. Thanks, Profti. So we have a 15-minute break now, and then the drivers are available from 3 o'clock, and the other guys between 3 and 4 as well. Thank you very much, all. Thank you,
ladies and gentlemen, for your attendance today. Thank you.
So, this end of this live. Normally, tomorrow, if I find a live of the other team, I gonna live him in this channel YouTube. So if you want to see the other live, try to watch this channel tomorrow. So it's the end for today, so have a nice day, and see you my English is so bad, and see you in the sorry, I lost my English. I restart. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. And I fail.